have lower grades. Something that is commonly questioned is, do people involved in college sports have lower grades? Because college student athletes have to commit hours of practice, on top of that, studying and focusing on school. A majority of students are actually able to balance both education and athletic life. Why? Because there is a scientific correlation between physical exercise and achievement. According to research from Florida National University Athletic Department, rating describes taking MRI scans of the brain of sedentary people who have suddenly improved their fitness levels. The scans show increased volume of hippocampus and frontal and temporal lobes, the regions of the brain associated with cognitive functioning. The hippocampus is associated with memory and learning. This proves that not only playing sports is beneficial for your health and body, but really good for your brain, improving memory, learning, and increasing academic performance. While sports does improve the previous things I mentioned, compared to someone who does not play sports and does, here's a research that was conducted by Eclipse, a student news site. The clearest trend was that students who played sports tended to have a higher GPA than students who did not play sports. Athletes had an average GPA of 2.9 to 3.4, whereas students who did not play sports had an average of 2.7 to 3.19. This observed trend is supported by the averages of students who do and do not play sports, since students who play sports tend to have a higher GPA overall. In the last slide, the study results show that 70% of people agree that being an athlete motivated them to attend to school regularly. This study shows that 71% said participation led to better time management. Student athletes proved to have a high percentage of being self-motivated and being able to balance their academic and athletic life. Here is the research that was conducted by the South Dakota University about student athletes' time management. Students agree that being a student athlete has helped them develop better time management skills. 67 student athletes were asked if they agreed or disagreed on whether their involvement in sports helped them develop better time management skills. The results revealed that 33 people strongly agree that athletics improve their time management skills. 28 agree that it helps them. 2 neither agree nor agree. 1 disagree, and 3 strongly agree. Personally, as someone who played sports while keeping up good grades, it is not as hard as it sounds because both things make you feel rewarded, and who doesn't like the feeling of it? It is what drives you to keep going after a tired day of practice, time managing both. If you want to learn how to balance both life, I can give you a few tips such as time management, motivation, taking responsibility, knowing your limits, acknowledging your priorities, and sometimes it's okay to lay off for a day or ask someone for help. Coming into conclusion, the claim college athletes have lower grades is debunked. My research proved that college student athletes are most likely to have better grades than non-athletes because first, the scientific research showed how playing sports correlates to our brain improving our learning skills, academic performance, and memory, meaning most athletes have these three criteria. Second, how different non-athletes and athletes' academic performance are compared to each other, showing athlete students are most likely to have a higher GPA than non-athlete students. Third, how playing sports benefits student athletes in the long run. I mentioned earlier in my research how student athletes put themselves in a position where they have to time manage sports, work, school, and other things people do in their daily life basis. Thank you.